Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
19 tight. Go.
Throwing on their first play. Big gain downfield. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a 49er first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Go.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got Quentin Johnson, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Oklahoma. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
60 Bobcat.
They'll try and throw it here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Now first run of the game, Zamir White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running this one left. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
As a corner in this league, oh, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
60
To the air, 3rd and long. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's got to his running back. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Third and 4 coming up now.
19 wide.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Go, let's go.
Back to the well again. And this one doesn't go far. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Completed here to Johnston. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 13-0 lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return starts from the goal line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's trying to push the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 1-score game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll take over here, 1st and 10.
Dragon 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 18 Pioneer. Check, hurt.
Throwing now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Warriors 70. 19 tight.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He lets a heater go deep middle. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 32 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it. On comes the field goal unit to try this one for the 49ers. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He finds Woods. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Finds Woods. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing from the gun. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They're going for this. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on fourth down. That was impressive. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go. 19 light. Trap 60. Panther 11.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Cowboys at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Mitchell up the middle. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Pass play now. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a one-score game before halftime. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now, to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60. Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun here. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Nick Cross has it. Jukes out a one-stop. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Hits him on the in route. Running in the red zone. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
19 tight. Ready? Come 19. 70 range. 60 Bobcat. Go.
He's dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
18, run, 18, come on, set, 19, line. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. In his 11th year, still knocking them through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Buffalo 18. Cougar 19. Check Bobcat. Dragon 60. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Ready? 18, Pioneer.
A final throw before the break. He beams one deep right side. Brought in inside the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds the in route complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
19 tight. 19 tight. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Here's 2nd and 5. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Safety ready. Safety ready. Let go.
Back to throw now. Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
He's back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. 1st and 10 from the 41.
19 right.
They'll throw it again. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 39. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys could have gone for 2 in the tie, but they choose to trail by 1. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds his man over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Stop below 18. Come on, set.
pass play on 1st and 10. Oh, it's an interception! Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Cowboys take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Let's go.
The give now to Mitchell. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
To throw here on 1st down. It is Cup, left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now run. This is Mitchell. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's got it over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to give them the lead.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
18 rep. Ready.
Trying again following the sack. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the fourth.
Cowboys 26, 49ers 24.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Hurt. Sack.
From the gun, a run for White. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
That's caught. Here's Zamir White. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They go play action on first. He throws a bullet deep to the... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a fourth-quarter lead. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers jump in front now by 5. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He lobs it up, looking deep to the... He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a fourth-quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
49ers 31.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
No! Track at 60. Ready?
They'll come out throwing. Hits his running back. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He'll get this complete to White. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
18, pioneer. Mustang 19, Warrior 70.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
They motion a receiver left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Kicking team out to try the extra point. And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a 1-score game in the 4th. And he'll probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. His return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. He's going to throw this one. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. Here he is to throw.
Completed over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
18, go. Come on, set. 19, line. Jab 60, go.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Hand off to the back. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Check smash. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Back to throw. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 18. Pioneer. Mustang 19.
He's back to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Go.
Give now to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Set.
Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
So the 49ers earn the win.